Yes, she's joining.
Uma is here.
Welcome, Adi.
Hello.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Umadi.
birthday.
Happy birthday, Umadi. Good evening.
Many happy returns to Madi.
Umadi, a very happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Umadi.
Birthday to you.
Uma,
Happy birthday, Umaji.
Uma, you can just put yourself in the center of the camera, please. We can just see your head.
Yeah, she's
A little
looking
voice
beautiful. She's looking so good.
That's it. That's it.
Raju is looking gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm glad you are able to join finally, Uma.
Did we know that Raju's son and I share a birthday? Did we know that Roma's mother and I share a birthday?
Amazing. 11th of
Amazing.
February is very special.
Oh, wow, wow.
That's a Roma.
Just we are
Your
just
mother and I.
about,
उमाजी हैप्पी बर्थडे टू यू और आपके लिए कि तुम जियो हजारों साल, हर बरस के दिन हो 50,000, हम सब की तरफ से।
let us request Krishna to light the lamp for the evening. Start the evening, please, Krishna.
Okay, well, this evening is a very special one. As we all know, it's a very, very great privilege. Uma, Professor Dr. Uma Dasgupta, one of the foremost Tagore scholars in India, a foremost historian, a wonderful person. But for us, I think what is very, very special is that she is now the president of Srijan. And I had the honor of following in her shadow and being the vice president, which makes me very proud. So it is a great privilege, Uma, to be able to wish you a happy birthday. I've known you for so many years and never wished you a happy birthday. So this is a special day for me also. So many, many long and healthy years, many, many COVID-free healthy years, and a very special privilege to wish someone whom I remember from my school days.
We were in school together.
Yes. You were just a few years my senior and very, very poised. Very poised, Uma. You were even as a late teenager. I remember you then. Very calm, very poised. Not rushing down the corridor like a lot of the girls in your class. And then
after us.
Yes, I know. Yes. I don't remember your voice because you were so poised. You were like a role model. That is the way to sail down the corridor. You know. Yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
quite a lot. That's quite enough.
And then of course I've known you and I've met Oshinda, had the privilege of that. And then the years when you were in the Fulbright.
We went to school and I to Loreto House.
I think.
Sorry.
Okay.
So Krishna and I went to Loreto House for the boys because there's a little photo of me with my mother and my brother now, because I'm remembering, obviously, younger years.
Yes.
And Shujata and Basant thought I was looking naughty there.
Oh, naughty! The very point.
That's a beautiful photograph. Lovely photograph of your childhood.
That's my profile photo for these days.
So,
Anyway,
Basant has got a wonderful program lined up for you, very special birthday treat. So I won't take any more time. I'll invite Basant and Raju to launch your birthday program.
Not me, it is Raju's evening now because he has calmly and quietly planned it all.
Oh, Raju is kind.
No, it is like it is like getting credit for what you don't deserve credit for. Thank you, Basant, for that. But then there were just a few suggestions that I had made, and Basant stitched all of that together. He did the entire work of coordination. Thank you very much. It is, of course, a very special day, Umadi, and I was reading somewhere with a lot of pleasure that right at the beginning, you went to Miss P. Hartley's school, yeah?
That's true.
And that is the first school I went to also. several years later.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have seen you go down the corridor like Krishna mentioned, you see. and of course, somebody has remarked that you looked very naughty there.
Yeah.
Looking naughty and being naughty are two entirely different things altogether. Yeah, right. So I don't know whether it was just the looks or whether you put it into action as well. That we will hear some other day. That we will hear some other day. We have a list of people who want to, in their own way, wish you happy birthday today. There have been a lot of people who have volunteered to do something on this special evening. So without wasting any more time, I would say that we just go into the program that has been laid out in front of us. What can there be any kind of program without a song at the beginning? Yeah. So there is a song, and if it is a song here in Bengal and in Calcutta, it has to be Rabindra Sangeet. So Sujata, may I request you to do your Rabindra Sangeet song?
Yes. উমাদি, অনেকদিন পরে গান গাইবো, ভুল ত্রুটি হবে, কিন্তু খুব ইচ্ছা করলো যেন একটা গান করব তোমার জন্য। ওকে,
আশা করে আছি তোমার গান শুনবো।
ফুলে ফুলে ঢলে ঢলে বহে কিবা মৃদুবাই, ফুলে ফুলে ঢলে ঢলে বহে কিবা মৃদুবাই, তটিনী হিল্লোল তুলে কল্লোলে চলিয়া যায়, পিকো কিবা কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে, পিকো কিবা কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে, কুহু 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 গায়, কি জানি কিসের লাগি প্রাণ করে হায় হায়, ফুলে ফুলে ঢলে ঢলে বহে কিবা মৃদুবাই, তটিনী হিল্লোল তুলে কল্লোলে বহিয়া যায়, পিকো কিবা কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে, পিকো কিবা কুঞ্জে কুঞ্জে, কুহু 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 গায়, কি জানি কিসের লাগি প্রাণ করে হায় হায়, কি জানি কিসের লাগি প্রাণ করে হায় হায়, ফুলে ফুলে ঢলে ঢলে বহে কিবা মৃদুবাই। Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu.
Happy birthday, Umadi.
Very moving. Thank you.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Wonderful,
Sujata,
wonderful.
very well sung.
Very good.
You're singing this song. My mind raced back a couple of decades ago when there was a lady in Calcutta, the wife of one of the American consul generals or directors. Her name was Lee Allison Sibley, and she was an opera singer. And I have had the privilege, I put it as a privilege, of listening to her sing this song on several platforms. Of course, she did it in her own style of
including Srijan's
yes.
Raju.
Yeah.
Both of them had
right.
both of them had sung for us.
So
yeah.
she had another rendition of that, like
Raju, I protest. কোথা থেকে কোথায় তুমি গেলে
It was
program
also wonderful. It was a different rendition of the same song. You know, it was great.
I'm sure.
We move on now to Basant, who else? Who will be giving us an excerpt from My Life in My Words.
Yes, Uma, honestly, we all of us in Srijan wished so much to do. We tried our best in every possible way, wishing it was not this virtual platform in which we come together. Uh, Impossible for me to think, but I used to read Zorba the Greek, and I honestly wanted to throw myself in a dance and leaping and pirouetting in the air, falling to knees and leaping again. There's so much to celebrate. 80 years of Uma, and from Maman Singh to Calcutta, from Oxford to Shantiniketan, and to Tagore especially. Celebrate Uma's writing, celebrate her lovely family, Omil, Jenny, and Mohan. And it has become immortal because in her book, My Life in My Words, she has dedicated that book to her young and kind family. And a book that has gifted me personally, and I'm sure to everyone who has read that book, Tagore in so many different colors, so many vivid and so beautiful colors. It is from the earliest childhood of Tagore to his last years, and even Uma's sensitive translations of a number of Bengali pieces which have been so beautifully done. Hardly ever can I ever find translations which retain the flavor of the originals. Even those beautiful letters to his own family, his children. I wish it was a long evening on that book alone because it was wonderful, and like a jewelry box filled with gems of Tagore. And in the second part of that book, the first excerpt from Tagore she writes about is that all our personal relationship has an infinite medium, which is love, which is anandam. Because it is this love, it is this anandam that overwhelms all of us today. I just wanted to read one small excerpt from which in her entire book of that, as far as I could find, in that My Life in My Words. This is the only excerpt from Sadhuna which she has borrowed. And this excerpt is from the chapter Realization in Love. So love and anandam, and then realization in love. And that excerpt goes like this, quote, "One day, I was out in a boat on the Ganga. It was a beautiful evening in autumn. The sun had just set. The silence of the sky was full to the brim with ineffable peace and beauty. The vast expanse of water was without a ripple, mirroring all the changing shades of the sunset glow. As our boat was silently gliding by the precipitous riverbank, riddled with the nest holes of a colony of birds, suddenly a big fish leapt up to the surface of the water and then disappeared, displaying on its vanishing figure all the colors of the evening sky. It drew aside for a moment the many-colored screen behind which there was a silent world, full of the joy of life. It came up from the depths of the mysterious dwelling with a beautiful dancing motion and added its own music to the silent symphony of that dying day. I felt as if I had a friendly greeting from an alien world in its own language, and it touched my heart with flashes of gladness." Uma, as you enter your 81st year today, it is impossible for me, honestly, to express in words or in whatever we do, all of us together, how much we wish you that world full of the joy of life, those flashes of gladness, that love, that anandam. How we wish you Jivem Shardha Shatam, filled with joy, love, and anandam. Happy birthday, Uma.
Thank you very much, Basant. That was wonderfully put across. Yeah, you have made it amply clear that that four-lettered word, love, stands supreme in this world and gives us the kind of joy which will be a motivating factor for all of us to go on and keep on enjoying life up to the brim. I also remember that in school, the two lines that impressed me most through my middle school was a doha of Kabir Das, which also said, पोथी पढ़ी पढ़ी जग मुआ, पंडित हुआ न कोई, ढाई अक्षर प्रेम का, पढ़े सो पंडित होए. So that it reminds me of that doha too, which was. So thank you very much, Basant. Next on the list was actually Jamal, and that adds to the list of people who have their birthdays on the 11th or 12th or 10th of February. 10th, it started with Bertolt Brecht. 11th, it was Uma Dasgupta, my son Subhash, as Umadi already mentioned, Roma's mother, and many others. 12th today happens to be the birthday of Jamal's wife, which he had forgotten. And he had said that he would do something over here, but then he suddenly remembered that he had made a promise to be there on her birthday. And you know what happens if you do not keep your word on that. One doesn't want a griha juddho of sorts of that. So Jamal has apologized that he has to opt out of this evening's offerings. But we pass on to Priyankar ji now. Priyankar ji, आप हमें एक हिंदी में कविता सुना दीजिए.
उमा दी को बहुत बहुत आदर और शुभकामनाएं जन्मदिन के लिए, सालगिरह के लिए. उमा दी से मैं सृजन में ही मिला सबसे पहले, और उनकी जो सहजता है वही सबसे पहले सामने आई. विद्वता तो बाद में आई सामने. सबसे पहले तो कितनी सहज साधारण वो रहती हैं कि आप अंदाज ही नहीं लगा सकते कि कितनी विदुषी महिला है वो. और मुझे सौभाग्य मिला अपने संस्थान में उन्हें आमंत्रित करने का, और उन्होंने वहाँ रविंद्रनाथ की जो कविता है सोनार तरी, उसकी इतनी सुंदर व्याख्या की कि मुझे बहुत आनंद मिला, बहुत खुशी हुई और बहुत दुख भी हुआ कि मैंने रविंद्रनाथ को स्वाध्याय से पढ़ा है. मुझे इतने अच्छे अध्यापक क्यों नहीं मिले जीवन में, लेकिन उनको सुन पाया, उनकी रविंद्रनाथ की व्याख्या सुन पाया. ये मेरा सौभाग्य है. मैं उन्हें शुभकामनाएं देता हूं, प्रणाम करता हूं, और वही उनकी जो साधारणता है, उनकी जो सामान्यता है, उसको ही रेखांकित करती एक कविता प्रस्तुत करना चाहूंगा जो हिंदी के एक प्रसिद्ध कवि है भगवत रावत, उनकी है. यह कविता साधारणता का गुणगान करती है. कविता का शीर्षक है वे इसी पृथ्वी पर हैं. कहीं न कहीं कुछ लोग हैं जरूर जो इस पृथ्वी को अपनी पीठ पर कच्छपों की तरह धारण किए हुए हैं, बचाए हुए हैं इस पृथ्वी को अपने ही नरक में डूबने से. वे लोग हैं और बेहद नामालूम घरों में रहते हैं, इतने नामालूम कि कोई उनका पता ठीक ठीक नहीं बता सकता. उनके अपने नाम हैं, लेकिन वे इतने साधारण ढंग से रहते हैं, वे इतने आम फहम हैं कि अक्सर लोगों को उनके नाम और उनका होना याद नहीं रहता. उनके अपने चेहरे हैं, लेकिन वे सभी लोगों के चेहरों से घुले मिले रहते हैं. वे हैं और इसी पृथ्वी पर हैं, और यह पृथ्वी उन्हीं की पीठ पर टिकी हुई है. और सबसे मजेदार बात तो यह है कि उन्हें यह पता ही नहीं है कि यह पृथ्वी उन्हीं की पीठ पर टिकी है. धन्यवाद. बहुत बहुत शुभकामनाएं एक बार फिर से उमा दी को, और मेरा प्रणाम.
बहुत खूब प्रियंका जी. आपने सचमुच बहुत अच्छी तरह से बतला दिया है कि उन्हें पता भी नहीं चलता है कि उन्हीं के पीठ पर ये सब चल रही है। तो इतने साधारण स्वभाव के होते हैं ये आदमी, कभी कोई दिखावा नहीं। तो बहुत सही कविता चुना है आपने इस अवसर के लिए। अब हम चले जाते हैं शैलेश जी के पास। शैलेश परेख, who was introduced at the beginning of this evening to a lot of us. Some of us have not had the fortune of meeting you in person, sir, but we would like to hear from you on this particular occasion. You're going to give us an excerpt of something, I understand.
Thank you so much, Raju. This was more than 10 years ago, and I met Uma halfway across the world in the US. That was in 2010, I believe, if I'm right, Uma. First of all, I would like to wish you a very happy birthday, Uma, and many, many happy returns of the day. My wife, Vandana, wishes to join me in conveying her best wishes to you. What I would like to read today is an excerpt from Umadi's book. This is the cover. The title of the book is Friendships of Largeness and Freedom. Andrews, Tagore and Gandhi, an epistolary account, 1912 to 1940. As we all know, Umadi has been a historian, and she has so beautifully captured her approach, and I'm most impressed by it. So I would read a very brief, not even a paragraph. This is what she talks about her approach. My own commitment to biographical writing is to depict rather than judge. I think this one sentence tells you so much that the entire concept of a book is revealed to you. Going further, she says, to get an approximate view of a man or a woman, we do not need to be told if his or her actions were good or bad, but from their own statements or mental impulses, we may try to understand how and why they came to take those actions. I hope to let my sources speak as they will to the tastes and inclinations of the readers. Unquote. These are the signs of a great historian who wants to put things in the correct perspective rather than color them with their own interpretations or their own prejudices or their own views. And for this, I compliment Umadi. This is what she has been doing in book after book that she has been authoring over the past so many years. Once again, wish you the very best, Umadi, today and always. Thank you.
Shailesh ji, thank you. Thank you very much. That was really wonderful. Short, crisp, but getting across the message in a proper manner. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. We now move on to Boudhayan, who would like to give his greetings to Umadi on this occasion.
আচ্ছা, উমাদিকে আমি প্রণাম জানাচ্ছি। আজকে এত একটা সুন্দর দিন, এবং এটা যে রবীন্দ্রনাথের বায়োগ্রাফি পড়া এবং ওনার এই যে এডওয়ার্ড থমসনের উপরে যেসব লেখাগুলো লিখেছেন, তারপরে সর্বশেষ লেখা যেটা সম্বন্ধে আমি উমাদিকে প্রায় জিজ্ঞেস করতাম, উনি এত ওনার বিনয়ী ছিলেন। উনি কিন্তু ব্যাপারটা বলতেন না, আমি একটা খুব সামান্য কাজ করছি শ্রীনিকেতনের ওপর। তারপর উনি আমাকে একটা হিস্টোরিক্যাল সোসাইটি অফ ইন্ডিয়াতে ওনার বোধহয় 70 দশকে একটা শ্রীনিকেতনের উপর একটা লেখা বেরিয়েছিল, উনি আমাকে সেটা পিডিএফ পাঠালেন, ওটা আমি পড়লাম। তারপরে উৎসাহটা আরো বেড়ে গেল। শ্রীনিকেতনের উপরে একটা বই লেখা হচ্ছে, এটা কিন্তু শান্তিনিকেতনের উপর যত লেখা হয়েছে শ্রীনিকেতন নিয়ে অত চর্চা হয়নি। তো উমাদির যে নিয়োগী বুকস যে বইটা বের করেছে, এখন যেটা বের করছে হিস্ট্রি অফ শ্রীনিকেতন, সেটা বোধহয় সবচেয়ে অথেন্টিক একটা বই হয়ে দাঁড়াবে শ্রীনিকেতনের উপর বিশেষ করে। আমি আমার বক্তব্য এত দীর্ঘায়িত করতে চাইছি না, তার কারণ এই নিয়ে অনেক কিছু বলা যেতে পারে। আমার শুধু একটাই আনন্দ হচ্ছে যে উমাদির মতো একজন ব্যক্তিত্বকে, একজন এত বড় এরুডাইট স্কলার এবং একজন মডার্ন হিস্টোরিয়ান, দ্য লিডিং হিস্টোরিয়ান অফ আওয়ার কান্ট্রি, যাকে আমি জানি না রমিলা থাপার এদের সঙ্গে কম্পেয়ার করা যাবে হয়তো ওনাকে, অসিন্দাও সেরকমই বড় হিস্টোরিয়ান ছিলেন। অসিন্দার একদম সহধর্মিণী উমাদিও ঠিক একই লেভেলের উনি বড় হিস্টোরিয়ান। তো উনি যে আমাদের সৃজনের আজকে প্রেসিডেন্ট, এটা আমার কাছে খুব গর্বের বিষয় হয়ে দাঁড়িয়েছে এখন। আমি সবাইকে বলতে পারি যে আমাদের প্রেসিডেন্ট যিনি আছেন তিনি ডক্টর উমা দাশগুপ্ত। তো আজকে আমি একটা কবিতা আমি পছন্দ করে রেখেছি, সেটা হলো বুদ্ধদেব বসুর লেখা রবীন্দ্রনাথ বলে একটা কবিতা। তোমারে স্মরণ করি আজ এই দুর্দিনে, হে বন্ধু হে প্রিয়তম, সভ্যতার শ্মশান শয্যায় সংক্রমিত মহামারী মানুষের মর্মে ও মজ্জায়, প্রাণ লক্ষ্মী নির্বাসিতা রক্তপায়ী উদ্ধত সঙ্গিনে, সুন্দরের বিদ্ধ করে মৃত্যুবহ পুষ্পকে উড্ডীন, বর্বর রাক্ষসাকে আমি শ্রেষ্ঠ সবচেয়ে বড়, দেশে দেশে সমুদ্রের তীরে তীরে কাঁপে থর থর, উন্মত্ত জন্তুর মুখে জীবনের সোনার হরিণ, প্রাণ রুদ্ধ প্রাণ স্তব্ধ ভারতের স্নিগ্ধ উপকূলে, লুব্ধতার লালা ঝরে, এত দুঃখ এ দুঃসহ ঘৃণা, এ নরক সহিতে কি পারিতাম হে বন্ধু, যদি না লিপ্ত হতো মোর রক্তে মোর, বিদ্ধ হতো গুড়ো মর্মমূলে তোমার অক্ষয় মন্ত্র, অন্তরে লোভেছি তব বাণী, তাই তো মানি না ভয়, জীবনেরই জয় হবে জানি। রবীন্দ্রনাথকে উদ্দেশ্য করে বুদ্ধদেব বসু বলছেন। নমস্কার, আমি এখানেই শেষ করছি আমার এই।
অশেষ ধন্যবাদ বোধায়নকে এই কবিতাটা নির্বাচন করার জন্য আজকের অবসরে। আর উমাদি সম্পর্কে বলতে গিয়ে বোধায়ন গোড়াতেই বললেন যে ওনার স্বভাবের কথা, তো সেটাতে আমার মনে পড়ে গেল যে ছোটবেলায় যখন বাসে করে যাতায়াত করতাম, সামনের গেট দিয়ে যখন উঠতাম প্রথমেই চোখে পড়তো একটা লেখা, পকেট মার হইতে সাবধান। আর পেছনের গেট দিয়ে যখন উঠতাম তখন সামনে চোখে পড়তো যে আপনার ব্যবহারই আপনার পরিচয়। তো সেটাও আমার মনে কেমন যেন গেঁথে গেছে, এবং সেই আপনার ব্যবহারই আপনার পরিচয়, তার যদি কেউ রোল মডেল হয়ে থাকে আমাদের এখানে আমাদের মধ্যে, সেটা উমাদি ছাড়া আর কেউ নয় আর কি। তো সেটাই আমি একটু আরেকবার উল্লেখ করতে চাইছিলাম। এইবার আমরা যাচ্ছি, আমার তালিকায় রয়েছে বালু একটা গান গাইবেন, কিন্তু বালুকে দেখতে পাচ্ছি না। Basant, is Balu on the call? I can't see.
No,
Balu.
Asheni ekhon
Balu hasn't come. Fine. Then actually, I would like to include in that slot Julie Mehta, who has expressed her wish to say something on this occasion. So Julie, you can come in here.
Very kind, Raju. I didn't book a space. I didn't know that it was going to be all pre-arranged, but you know what?
This is like RAC, reservation against cancellation.
So I would just like to reminisce a little bit about the understated grace and dignity which caught us at the University of Toronto by surprise. I'd left straight after my master's at Jadavpur, so I didn't have the privilege of having the kind of anagona, with Umadi. But it's almost as if the wheel has come full circle, and I made an acquaintance or got reacquainted here thanks to Basant and Srijan. But what I remember is that she would, she never spoke to be heard, but we always wanted to hear her. And there's a cohort of my doctoral friends and postdoctoral friends at the University of Toronto, and I still remember her. Umadi, was it at the Monk Center? Do you recall? No, but I think it was at the Monk Center. And people such as Prasad Viday, who's working, on similar sort of issues of history and cultural studies, we still talk about Umadi's affect on all of us who were sort of, wide-eyed with wonder at this great name who had come to visit. And then, of course, I met her again, caught up with her at the Bengal Club, standing room only, when she spoke about a book on Tagore, and I think his friendship with Edward Thompson. So, what can I say? But, the connections that the universe arranges are spectacular. Thank you, Raju, for this minute. Happy birthday, Umadi.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You didn't ask for much, Julie. You just asked for 45 seconds and you got your 45 seconds. And thank you for sticking to those 45 seconds also. Very much. Thank you very much. I would now like to invite Roma, who is going to do an excerpt from Sadhana for us.
Dearest Umadi and Srijan friends, first, happy birthday, dear Umadi. It is a great honor to celebrate your landmark birthday. In our Indian culture, we think of your 80th as a very special time of fructification, of the attainment of wisdom and enlightenment from all that has gone before. Rabindranath Tagore, in his book Sadhana, talks of such a special moment, both in the journey of the earth and that of the soul. Suddenly, amidst a huge, cosmic, vast void, in his words, the earth finds her place among the planets of the solar system, like an emerald pendant in a necklace of diamonds. Though the intense poetic image dazzles and blinds us, his real story is about the journey of the soul. To quote, "So with our soul, when the heat and motion of blind impulses and passions distract it on all sides, we can neither give nor receive anything truly. But when we find our center in our soul, by the force that harmonizes all warring elements and unifies those that are apart, then all our isolated impressions reduce themselves to wisdom, and all our momentary impulses of heart find their completion in love. Then all the petty details of our life reveal an infinite purpose, and all our thoughts and deeds unite themselves inseparably in an internal harmony." Unquote. Dear Umadi, we not only wish that in these mature years your impressions from life condense into wisdom, your impulses of the heart find their completion in love, but also you find your infinite purpose revealed within you, and you are united in an internal harmony. Equally, under your guidance and as our new president, we know you too will lead us in your inimitable ways to wisdom, completion in love, to our infinite purpose and internal harmony here at Srijan. Happy birthday, Umadi.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Roma. That was indeed wonderful. And one cannot mistake the fact that there is a lot of Shraddha and sadhana that was packed into that rendition. So thank you very much for that, Roma.
Pleasure.
We now move on to Zarina ji. Zarina ji, आप अपनी एक कविता सुनाइए आप.
मैं दरअसल उर्दू ट्रांसलेशन रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर की ही सुनाऊंगी.
हाँ, रविंद्रनाथ.
लेकिन उससे पहले मैंने तो उमा जी को बहुत बहुत मुबारकबाद पेश कर दी है, लेकिन तहे दिल से एक बार और मुबारकबाद इसलिए कि जितने लोगों ने आपके बारे में बातचीत की, जितने लोग आपसे मिले, बाहर भी मैं सुनती हूँ, मैं तो कम ही मिली हूँ, सृजन के प्रोग्राम्स में ही मिली हूँ, बहुत बातचीत तो हुई नहीं, लेकिन आपने जो एक दिलकश इम्प्रेशन छोड़ा है हमारे ऊपर, वो तो हम बातचीत करते ही रहते हैं. लेकिन मुझे एक शेर याद आ रहा है गालिब का कि बस के दुश्वार है हर काम का आसान होना, बस के दुश्वार है हर काम का आसान होना, आदमी को भी मुयस्सर नहीं इंसान होना. तो आप जो इंसान हुई हैं, हर कोई आपके बारे में इतनी अच्छी अच्छी बातें कर रहा है, यही आप इंसानियत की मेराज है, बुलंदी है, और यही ज़रूरी है जो हम सबको नहीं मिलती और आपको मिली है. यही आपकी कामयाबी का राज है और मैं आपको तहे दिल से इसके लिए मुबारकबाद देती हूँ. एक नज़्म है रविंद्रनाथ टैगोर साहब की जिसका नाम उर्दू में दावते जश्न है. आज जश्न का माहौल है इसलिए मैंने ये नज़्म चुनी और बहुत मानेखेज, बहुत अच्छी नज़्म है. और रविंद्रनाथ ठाकुर साहब के बारे में कहना ही क्या, मैं जितनी भी तारीफ करूं सब गहराई हर नज़्म में मिलेगी. तो ये है कि मुझे जश्न आलम की दावत मिली है. उमा जी को भी मिली और उन्होंने तारीख के जरिया, हिस्ट्री का अध्ययन करके उन्होंने इतना कुछ किया. मुझे जश्न आलम की दावत मिली है, मेरी जिंदगी यूं मुकद्दस हुई है. गुनहगार आंखों ने देखा है मेरी, सुना है ये गोशे समाअत ने मेरी. फकत इतना ही काम मुझको दिया है, उठाऊं बजाने को मैं साज अपना. जहां तक भी मुमकिन ये मुझसे हुआ है, सर अंजाम ये काम मैंने किया है. गुजारिश है अब सिर्फ इतनी ही मेरी, बता इतना क्या वो घड़ी है आई. मुशर्रफ में हो जाऊं दर्शन से तेरे, मुशर्रफ में हो जाऊं दर्शन से तेरे. करूं तेरी पूजा मैं खामोशियों से, करूं तेरी पूजा मैं खामोशियों से. शुक्रिया.
बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया जरीना जी. बहुत खूब, बहुत खूब. Now we shall move on to Sumit Lai, and Sumit has said that he will either recite or sing a song by Bob Dylan. Sumit, the choice is yours.
Yeah, well, I'll try because it is a poem, and as we all know, all of Bob Dylan's lyrics are poetry. But it's a song that he sang, and it was popularized by Joan Baez. The song is this one. Forever young, forever young, may you stay. Forever young. May God bless and keep you always. May your wishes all come true. May you always do for others and let others do for you. May you build a ladder to the stars and climb on every rung. May you stay forever young. May your hands always be busy. May your feet always be swift. May you have a strong foundation when the winds of changes shift. May your heart always be joyful. May your song always be sung. And may you stay forever young. Forever young. Forever young. May you stay forever young. Happy birthday, Umaji.
Oh, wonderful. That was great, Sumit Dillon. That was great, really wonderful. Very well done. Next on the list, we have a Bangla poem by Anjana, but I don't think Anjana has joined us, has she?
But she was not able to join, no. She's in the press and the press delayed her. She just sent a message, yeah.
Okay. Then I shall take the prerogative of filling that slot, which was originally given to Anjana. For a person like Umadi, ordinary people like us, Aam Aadmi, what can we give her? She has everything, you know. She has achieved such a lot. There's not much that we can give her from our side except an evening like this of a lot of good wishes and love. But yet, I shall try to sing a couple of lines for her. तुम्हें और क्या दूं मैं दिल के सिवाय, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, तुम्हें और क्या दूं मैं दिल के सिवाय, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, मुरादें हो पूरी सजे हर तमन्ना, मोहब्बत की दुनिया में तुम चांद बनना, बहारों की मंजिल पे हंसना हंसाना, खुशी में हमारी भी आवाज सुनना, कभी जिंदगी में कोई गम ना आए, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, सितारों से ऊंचा हो रुतबा तुम्हारा, बनो तुम हर एक जिंदगी का सहारा, तुम्हें जिससे उल्फत हो मिल जाए तुमको, समझ लो हमारी दुआ का इशारा, मुकद्दर तुम्हारा सदा जगमगाए, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए, तुमको हमारी उम्र लग जाए.
Yeah, you're really nice.
Well, that was just thought of spontaneously. I was also not on the list. This was also RAC, reservation against cancellation, like in Julie's case, right? अब मैं पवन जी से अनुरोध करूंगा कि वो एक कविता सुनाएं. पवन जी है? हाँ.
हाँ जी. तो उमा जी को जन्मदिन की शुभकामनाएं देते हुए और सृजन के मंच को प्रणाम करते हुए एक छोटी सी कविता सुना रहा हूं जिसका शीर्षक है सृजन. कि डुबा दो शब्द अंतस्थल अतल में, डुबा दो शब्द अंतस्थल अतल में, न ध्वनि निकले न ध्वनि पहुंचे जहां तक, उड़ा दो मौन पर बैठा हुआ क्षण, उड़ा दो मौन पर बैठा हुआ क्षण, तनिक देखें ये उड़ता है कहां तक, मिटा दो भूत की अनुभूतियों को, न बोझिल चेतना अवचेतना हो, न कोई ग्रंथि हो अंतःकरण में, न कोई दुख न सुख की वेदना हो, पकड़ लो काल की एकाग्र गति को, समय की मोहिनी को भंग कर दो, अकल्पित कल्पना को अनावृत कर, विधाता की विधा को दंग कर दो, अधूरापन कचोटेगा हृदय को, नियम की श्रृंखला जब जीर्ण होगी, अगम अदृश्य होगा दृष्टिगोचर, कला में सर्जना उत्तीर्ण होगी, सृजन का चरम क्षण है वह, सृजन का परम प्रण है वह. थैंक यू.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. हाँ, सृजन के बारे में भी आपने इतना कुछ कह दिया। सृजनशीलता ही तो हमारी जिंदगी की एक ड्राइविंग फोर्स है। अब इसको लेकर ही आगे बढ़ेंगे हम। And we said that we would like to finish by 7 so that we don't hold Umadi back for too long. And I think we have kind of stuck to that kind of time frame. It is finally the Calypso man, Sumit Roy's turn to pay his homage on this occasion and sing a song. After which, I would like to request Krishna Di and Umadi to say a few words. Sumit.
আচ্ছা, আমার মনে হয় সবাইকে এটা ওপেন করলে তাহলে একটু হাততালি দিলে ভালো হয়।
সবাই আনমিউট করে হাততালি দাও।
খুব মানে একো করবে যদি সবাই
না, ভীষণ একো করবে অনলাইনে। হ্যাঁ।
Okay, I just wrote this about half an hour ago and Basant said we must do something special for her. So let me try. She's a scholar, a prolific writer, historian, specializing in Tagore. Also active with Srijan, where we all love her and adore. 8 decades is just a number, while every Srijan member wishes Umadi a super birthday and pray that she may stay happy and healthy in every way. Shejit Shodai Hashi Kushimoy Tai Dekhe Moni Hoy Shejit Ashi Til Ashi Noy Jug Jug Jio Madi ছড়িয়ে ভালোবাসা প্রীতি হ্যাপি বার্থডে উমাদি হ্যাপি বার্থডে উমাদি
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Wonderful.
Happy birthday, Umadi.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I'm generally not a great fan of instant coffee or anything instant. But this instant song that Sumit Roy had prepared half an hour ago is really, really wonderful. Yeah. Great.
Thank you.
And it will linger on in our minds for quite some time to come. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody, for participating. Now, my job is done, sticking to time also. So, Krishna Di, you can now take over and also maybe request Umadi to say a few words.
Yes. But I think I would like to ask Uma to speak a few words first. She is the center of the attention. She's the special invitee, the special guest. So Uma, please.
Yes, I certainly should, because how else can one acknowledge all this kindness? But to be honest, such an occasion is so moving that words are difficult to express. But I think that Shumit's song said what probably is at the basis, at the foundation of such kindness and such generosity. Such a wonderful spirit that all of you have brought to Srijan, and I've been fortunate that you brought it to a day which is also my birthday, which is what he said. I think that it is that you all love me, and I think this is what. This is really what is true. Says it all. It's the truth about how this could happen, why it has happened. Because I mean, really, I don't see anything very much else, except, I mean, we all work and we all try to work to the best of our ability. We all try to work to keep us active, to keep us happy, to keep us engaged. So indeed, I have also, I suppose, been part of that life's journey, but that alone could not have brought such a lot of good fortune to me as to have all of you appreciate what little I've done and be so very generous in various with through various expressions that you have given this evening to sort of celebrate my birthday, to be absolutely wonderfully kind and generous to me. And I mean this completely, truly. And I guess that it has spoken to me through each one of you, each one of you. And I can only convey my deep, really deep gratitude. And I see it as God's grace in my life. I really do. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Uma, for appreciating this small gift that Basant and all of us Srijanites arranged for you. And I would like to end with just one line from Shakespeare. You remember Much Ado About Nothing, and Beatrice saying, "And then a star danced, and under it I was born." You were born under it, Uma. And we all love you for it.
Yes, you
Happy
do.
birthday, Uma. Have a wonderful year ahead.
Thank you very much. And all of you stay well. I'll try to do the same.
Yes, yes.
Thank you very, very much. But first of all, I mean, Raju, it has been so splendid of you to knit this evening like this. I mean, it's quite full of love, romance, appreciation, genuinity, and I'm sure the string with which you tied this evening together, which will be historic for us, and all of you who put in this this effort to give up our love to Uma is something which each one of us will thank the other.
True.
So let us wish Uma a very, very, very happy good night, because
But
yeah.
Basant, you talked about stringing everything together. I must just tell you that pulling strings comes very naturally to me.
That was a confession, Raju.
Yeah, it's a confession.
It ends with a Raju-like note.
Happy birthday,
Happy
Happy
birthday.
Enjoy the rest of the evening.
All the best.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye. All the best.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye, everybody. Thank you, Raju, again.
Okay.
I'll help you.
Bye. Love you too. Bye. Love you too. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Wish you all the very best. Wish you all.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.